Jacobs. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 14 carries, 62 yards.
I have to say, partner, their coaches didn't do a very good job of hiding their thoughts this week when they spoke with us, did they? They told us exactly this. We've been good on the ground, but sitting 8th in the league, we know we can kick it up a notch and push for the top 5. So there's no doubt in my mind, we'll see them try to establish that ground game early and try and pick up an early lead.
Carr finding his former college teammate Adams there for the Raider first. To throw his Carr. The open man here, Renfro. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Looking to throw again on second down. Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold him to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
And Waller taking it in over the middle. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. So Carr will depart, and on comes the Raider kicker Daniel Carlson for the field goal try. The kick by Carlson is good, and the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Well, Charger offense makes its way out for the first time in this ball game and leading the way. Already a star in just his 3rd season. It's Justin Herbert.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle. The Chargers at 9-2 to start play, and they have certainly got it rolling as of late, winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here, and if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason, and we know that that can ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Play action. Now it's Carr. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Max Crosby, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Herbert jogs off, and out comes Dustin Hopkins to take this kick for L.A. on 4th down. Hopkins' kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say we should have done better there.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
And still in the first half here, a long way to go. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. On the return, Carter. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Here's Herbert. And that one complete to his receiver, Palmer. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. They'll try the right side with Eckler. The numbers for him from a week ago: 20 carries, 122 yardage-wise, and a score as well.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff, because not only are they seeing a back pile up yardage, they're seeing an offensive line in sync, and that bodes well this late in the season.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory, down at the 33. Meanwhile, Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Herbert now. He's got Allen. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 15-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it. But it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop it before he could get to the marker.
They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off the decision to go for it, 1st and goal. These two teams all tied after 1. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal. A give, Eckler running to the right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have moved out in front. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Week 13 here in the NFL, first weekend of December. Playoff races definitely coming into focus now, and we got a couple of good ones in prime time. Tonight, national audience gets a look at the Colts for a second straight weekend. This time they're at Dallas, 7:20 Central Time for that kick. And then Monday night, Saints and Bucks from Tampa.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Here comes Carter. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Chargers getting set to go.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline. Against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
His throw complete right side to the tight end, Parham.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
That's good tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Two 1st downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Herbert. He finds his target, Allen.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first.
He really looked comfortable there, scanning the situation, analyzing things, feeling the pressure, and then stepping up right through the middle and sprinting for a first down.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. On first down, it's Herbert. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield with man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run off and tackle him.
Call it a 40-yard pickup, but it leaves them a few inches short here on 4th down. Herbert going to keep it on the sneak. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert escaping the pressure right. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers go up by 2 touchdowns. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. Extra point good by Hopkins, and the lead is now 17-3. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told, and it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run.
Dustin Hopkins kicking off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They run straight ahead here with White. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. The offense on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Carr. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now a play fake, Carr. And it's complete to Adams. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A really good pickup of
28 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Throwing now is Carr. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders are back within a score. What a great weapon. So often, such a big mismatch.
And there's no route he can't run. You name it, he's going to do it. And he's a matchup nightmare for the defense. No matter who they put on him, he's going to win the battle.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. The offense heading back out as we take a closer look at Austin Eckler. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
Now he's looking just to add to his totals. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now Herbert gives this one to Kelly. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
That was a good forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well, and we saw in that play, he'll run right through those attempted plays.
Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. So a good punt there, but a very strong 13-yard return. And it'll be Raiders football 1st and 10. Here comes the offense again, and let's focus on Josh Jacobs for a moment. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock, but barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though.
And this is going to be a Raiders 1st down as good running gets them to about the 44.
Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well, too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, but their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. He's got room at the 30. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Slant to Adams. Touchdown Raiders. Devontae Adams. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Raiders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now a dump off here complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now they have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down. So nothing separating these two teams. Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. Steps away. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
3rd and 2, Herbert. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion. But when you do call quarterback sneak, you don't mind if your quarterback's a little bit on the vertically challenged side, do you? Because he's just going to hide behind his big guys up front and be able to surge forward and pick up the first down.
They'll give up the middle to Kelly. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Back to throw here, Herbert. Allen's got it complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
64 yards rushing for him now to this point. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one goes for 30 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Kelly will take this into the end zone for a Charger touchdown. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Hopkins with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Now Carr. Man open downfield, it's Fuller. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Will Fuller, 52 yards. And the Raiders are an extra point away from drawing level. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And that will tie our game here in the third quarter. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. L.A. readies for its next possession. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll hand off here to Eckler. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. Forced out to his left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
But nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
Steps away to his left.
And this caught left side by the tight end Parham. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory. Down at the 33. Up the middle with Eckler. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
I think he had eyes on that run the whole time. Good anticipation because it seemed to me he waited for the coverage to get drawn away and then had the easy scamper out of bounds to get the short yardage first down.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Eckler now between the tackles. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
97 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still first down.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted and it back. A little bit.
Still 2nd down.
accepted.
Still second down. Delay of game, offense.
And they'll accept that penalty.
Still second down.
Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal. And boy, again, they won't get this off in time.
Delay of game, offense.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Still second down.
And now again, the play clock's going to run out on them.
Delay of game, offense.
Not enough sense of urgency there. Play clock hits 0, 5-yard penalty.
Yeah, I like your point there. Not enough sense of urgency. People walking up to the line of scrimmage, you've got to get up there and get set and be ready to go.
And boy, again, they won't get this off in time.
Delay of game, offense.
Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay.
Still second down.
And now again, the play clock's going to run out on them.
Delay of game, offense.
And they just did not get the snap away in time.
Still second down.
get this off in time.
Delay of game, offense.
And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay.
Still second down.
And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him.
Delay of game, offense.
Play clock all the way to 0. Didn't get the snap off. 5-yard penalty.
And you see the head coach writing that note on his play sheet right now. He's going to be addressing that with his staff. A sense of urgency, get to the line of scrimmage, snap the ball.
And boy, again, they won't get this off in time.
Delay of game, offense.
Play clock hit 0. Don't know what went wrong there, Charles, but it's going to cost them 5 yards.
Has to be some organization from the sideline. Sometimes when you're trying to decide on what play to send in, the play caller has to move a little bit faster.
And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him.
Delay of game, offense.
Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay.
Still second down.
And boy, again, they won't get this off in time.
Delay of game, offense.
So a penalty that can frustrate a coach so much, a mental error, and it'll back him up 5 yards.
Still second down.
And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him.
Delay of game, offense.
Not enough sense of urgency there. Play clock hits 0, 5-yard penalty.
And I like your point there. Not enough sense of urgency. People walking up to the line of scrimmage, you've got to get up there and get set and be ready to go.
Again, they won't get this off in time.
Delay of game, offense.
Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game.
Still second down.
Again, the play clock's going to run out on him.
Delay of game, offense.
Play clock all the way to 0. Didn't get the snap off. 5-yard penalty.
And you see the head coach writing that note on his play sheet right now. He's going to be addressing that with his staff. A sense of urgency, get to the line of scrimmage, snap the ball.
Again, they won't get this off in time.
Delay of game, offense.
Play clock hit 0. Don't know what went wrong there, Charles, but it's going to cost them 5 yards.
Has to be some organization from the sideline. Sometimes when you're trying to decide on what play to send in, the play caller has to move a little bit faster.
And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him.
Delay of game, offense.
So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty.
Still second down.
Boy, again, they won't get this off in time.
Delay of game, offense.
So they'll walk him back half the distance.
Still second down.
And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him.
Delay of game, offense.
So that penalty will back him up half the distance to the goal line.
Still second down.
And boy, again, they won't get this off in time.
Delay of game, offense.
So that's going to push him back half the distance.
Still second down.
And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him.
Delay of game, offense.
Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
And boy, again, they won't get this off in time.
Delay of game, offense.
On a delay of game there, they could not get the play off in time.
Frustrating for the head coach, frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
Again, the play clock's going to run out on him.
Delay of game, offense.
Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay.
Still second down.
Boy, again, they won't get this off in time.
Delay of game, offense.
And they just did not get the snap away in time.
Still second down.
And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him.
Delay of game, offense.
And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay.
Still second down.
And boy, again, they won't get this off in time.
Delay of game, offense.
Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay.
Still second down.
And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him.
Delay of game, offense.
Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game.
Still second down.
And boy, again, they won't get this off in time.
Delay of game, offense.
So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty.
Still second down.
And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him.
Delay of game, offense.
Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
And boy, again, they won't get this off in time.
Delay of game, offense.
On a delay of game there, they could not get the play off in time.
Frustrating for the head coach, frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him.
Delay of game, offense.
Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay.
Still second down.
And boy, again, they won't get this off in time.
Delay of game, offense.
And they just did not get the snap away in time.
Still second down.
And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him.
Delay of game, offense.
And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay.
Still second down.
And boy, again, they won't get this off in time.
Delay of game, offense.
Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay.
Still second down.
And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him.
Delay of game, offense.
Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game.
Still second down.
Again, they won't get this off in time.
Delay of game, offense.
So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty.
Still second down.
And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him.
Delay of game, offense.
Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
And boy, again, they won't get this off in time.
Delay of game, offense.
On a delay of game there, they could not get the play off in time.
Frustrating for the head coach, frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
And now again, the play clock's going to run out on them.
Delay of game, offense.
Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay.
Still second down.
won't get this off in time.
Delay of game, offense.
And they just did not get the snap away in time.
Still second down.
And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him.
Delay of game, offense.
And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay.
Still second down.
And boy, again, they won't get this off in time.
Delay of game, offense.
Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay.
Still second down.
And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him.
Delay of game, offense.
Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game.
Still second down.
And boy, again, they won't get this off in time.
Delay of game, offense.
So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty.
Still second down.
And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him.
Delay of game, offense.
flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
Again, they won't get this off in time.
Delay of game, offense.
On a delay of game there, they could not get the playoff in time.
Frustrating for the head coach, frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
Again, the play clock's going to run out on him.
Delay of game, offense.
Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay.
Still second down.
Boy, again, they won't get this off in time.
Delay of game, offense.
And they just did not get the snap away in time.
Still second down.
And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him.
Delay of game, offense.
And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay.
Still second down.
And boy, again, they won't get this off in time.
Delay of game, offense.
Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay.
Still second down.
again. The play clock's going to run out on him.
Delay of game. Offense.
Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game.
Still second down.
And boy, again, they won't get this off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty.
Still second down.
And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him.
Delay of game. Offense.
Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
And boy, again, they won't get this off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
On a delay of game there, they could not get the play off in time.
Frustrating for the head coach, frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him.
Delay of game. Offense.
Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay.
Still second down.
And boy, again, they won't get this off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
just did not get the snap away in time.
Still second down.
Again, the play clock's going to run out on him.
Delay of game, offense.
And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay.
Still second down.
And boy, again, they won't get this off in time.
Delay of game, offense.
Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay.
Still second down.
And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him.
Delay of game, offense.
Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game.
Still second down.
Again, they won't get this off in time.
Delay of game, offense.
So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty.
Still second down.
And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him.
Delay of game, offense.
flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
And boy, again, they won't get this off in time.
Delay of game, offense.
On a delay of game there, they could not get the play off in time.
Frustrating for the head coach, frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
And now again, the play clock's going to run out on them.
Delay of game, offense.
Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay.
Still second down.
And boy, again, they won't get this off in time.
Delay of game, offense.
And they just did not get the snap away in time.
Still second down.
And now again, the play clock's going to run out on them.
Delay of game, offense.
And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay.
Still second down.
And boy, again, they won't get this off in time.
Delay of game, offense.
Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay.
Still second down.
And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him.
Delay of game, offense.
Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game.
Still second down.
Again, they won't get this off in time.
Delay of game, offense.
So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty.
Still second down.
And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him.
Delay of game, offense.
Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
And boy, again, they won't get this off in time.
Delay of game, offense.
On a delay of game there, they could not get the play off in time.
Frustrating for the head coach, frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him.
Delay of game, offense.
Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay.
Still second down.
And boy, again, they won't get this off in time.
Delay of game, offense.
the snap away in time.
Still second down.
And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him.
Delay of game, offense.
And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay.
Still second down.
Again, they won't get this off in time.
Delay of game, offense.
Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay.
Still second down.
And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him.
Delay of game, offense.
Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game.
Still second down.
Boy, again, they won't get this off in time.
Delay of game, offense.
So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty.
Still second down.
And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him.
Delay of game, offense.
Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
And boy, again, they won't get this off in time.
Delay of game, offense.
On a delay of game there, they could not get the playoff in time.
Frustrating for the head coach, frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
And now again, the play clock's going to run out on them.
Delay of game, offense.
Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay.
Still second down.
Again, they won't get this off in time.
Delay of game, offense.
And they just did not get the snap away in time.
Still second down.
And now again, the play clock's going to run out on them.
Delay of game, offense.
And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay.
Still second down.
And boy, again, they won't get this off in time.
Delay of game, offense.
Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay.
Still second down.
again. The play clock's going to run out on him.
Delay of game, offense.
Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game.
Still second down.
And boy, again, they won't get this off in time.
Delay of game, offense.
So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty.
Still second down.
And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him.
Delay of game, offense.
Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
And boy, again, they won't get this off in time.
Delay of game, offense.
On a delay of game there, they could not get the play off in time.
Frustrating for the head coach, frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.